What's up guys, DIY Salvage Guy here, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we're going to be putting the seat back in the car because we had to rip it apart and get the new airbag in there. There's a little bit that went on with it and wasn't too thrilled with the way that it came out, so tried to make some shifts in what we were doing. Didn't work out the way we wanted it to, but we learned as we went and we got a little bit extra knowledge in it. So hopefully if you guys are new here, you guys will learn alongside me. Consider subscribing down below, smash that like button, comment, interact with me. Also make sure you guys are following me on all the socials, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Links right down below. All my returning viewers and subscribers, thank you guys so much for being here and continuing to support me. Also, make sure you guys head over to the website down below to pick up some merch. We got this awesome green color as well. Gonna be rocking all these here and there. Make sure you guys see all those colors. Support the channel, support me, help me grow a little bit more and more by picking up some merch, guys. Alright, so the seat that we have in the car currently is not the greatest. You guys have seen me complain about it. Wasn't really happy with the quality of it when I got it. And so I was over at Lane's Auto Body, place that pulled the quarter panel on the S5. And I asked him, I was like, can this be repaired? And he goes, yes, I got a guy. He does this sort of thing. He gave me his number. He said that there shouldn't be any issues with it. So what I need to do is I gotta pull this off. I gotta put the airbag in anyway, so I'm gonna attempt to get this off and basically put the airbag, new airbag in place, and then we'll get the whole seat over to the guy and let him stitch it all back up together, because this seat is in so much better condition than the other one, and even if we wanted to pay the same amount just to get it stitched up, it's way better quality. So I'm gonna go with that. So we'll try to get this off now, see how it goes. Now I assume that this is gonna pop off. I'm sure this is kind of just placed in. I don't know exactly where it's gonna come off, but I'll take some panel tools and kind of just see what I can get in there. We'll start with that and then I'm gonna go from there. So as I figure this out, I will update you guys. So, kind of just popped off. I guess it kind of goes up and then slides down. There's a couple spots for the clips. I kind of just pulled it. I don't know if that's the way you're supposed to do it or not. Maybe not, but it came off, so didn't break. I'm happy with that, but if someone knows how to properly remove that, let me know. Now I assume that there's some buttons here, so we'll try to take these clips off, because this is what we have to remove. So we got to take this whole thing off, and let's see. Looks like we're going to need a tool. Make sure you guys use one of these, because you don't want to break these things. They're cheap, but they are a pain in the butt. So use the right tools when you're kind of taking these clips off and stuff. Alright, so it turns out these clips down here, the ones that were here and connected back here, they were actually the ones that needed, the ones that were here and down here, they hold on to this whole thing. So I removed all those. So now it looks like I might be able to take this off. So we'll check this out now and see if there's anything else that we need to disconnect. got the new airbag installed. We ran the wire. So the last thing we have to do, I would have liked to take this off, but there's a lot of clips down in here that I can't seem to get out. So I'm just going to let the professional kind of take care of this. So he's going to take the entire seat. I'm going to give him the whole thing, have him kind of just put everything back together. That way we get the seat back in perfect condition, and we'll let the professional deal with it, and we're good to go with that. So we're going to drop that off tomorrow, and yeah, airbag's good. So we should be able to use this seat again and return the old one because that one is trash. Alright guys, so we're going to be shifting gears a little bit here. When we brought the seat over to the guy to get repaired, we knew that there was going to be some issues due to the fact that he said that front seams are extremely hard to do. So you guys see in this picture here, we have the actual seat, which is a little bit ripped up here right now. So this is why we wanted to swap it all out. So what we're doing instead is, what we're going to be doing is getting the bottom of the seat that was in the car, and we're going to be putting that together with the seat top that we got from the new seat from the junkyard. And what we're going to try to do is swap the leathers from the seat that we had repaired and put it onto the new seat that we got, and see if we can mix and match those, because the seat itself is really destroyed from the accident. So through some trial and error, we were not able to get the seat padding to come off of the leather itself. So trial and error, we were not able to do it, but long story short, we are going to wind up making a Frankenstein seat here. So we have the bottom of the seat is the one that came out of the car, and the top of the seat is the one that we got in the junkyard. So we mixed and matched, and we have our final seat product ready to go. So next thing we have to do right now is we gotta get that seat out. We're gonna try to swap around some of the components. So we're gonna take that out and see if we can get this up on the stand itself and see if we can take that back off. Not certain if we're gonna be able to, but we'll see. So we got the seat out. You guys might remember that this leather is not really the greatest. I also get a error code. I can't use the seats, they don't adjust due to it being a different seat. So, and the leather is not the greatest anyway. So I want to use the original seat. So what I want to do is I want to take this backing, this stuff right here, and I want to, so basically take this whole thing off. I want to put this back onto the other seat, the seat that came out of the car originally. Then I want to put the leather from the car originally over this backing, and then I'll put the new leather over the other seat. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to see if we can do that. Hopefully I can take this off. I imagine I can, but we're going to see how we do that and how we go about doing it right now. All right, we are back a couple days later right now. We're going to keep working on the seat. Need to see what I'm going to do in terms of either the padding, because this is where the issue was. All the padding was kind of destroyed here, so I didn't like this. So we're gonna have to take this padding off. So we are gonna have to take this leather off. So there's these clips, these metal clips that kind of go into the seat itself. So I'm gonna try to finesse those out without ripping anything and see if we can get this out. Really all we have to do is just get this leather off and we're pretty much good. But these metal stakes are kind of put right through the padding and I don't want to rip anything out. So it's gonna take a little bit, but we'll get it done. So I want to give a quick update here, guys. So the seat is a complete pain in the butt, and I feel like I'm going to do more damage than good. So this is not coming out the way that I wanted it to. This leather wasn't perfect anyway, so I'm okay with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back and just button this back up. I did swap the bottom parts out, so I do have better leather on the bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring this car to the guy that did this originally and just see if he can spruce up the leather a little bit, make it a little nicer, because this is not coming out the way that I want it to. I'm gonna have to do some research on it, figure out how you actually take the leather off of the padding, because there's some wire system in there and I'm not doing it right. It's definitely not coming out the way that I want it to, and at this point, I don't even want to mess with it. The seat works. This seat is going to be good, so we're just going to go with that. We could bring this leather back, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. But right now, we're gonna leave this as is, and we will put that back together at a different point. All right, quick update. You guys can see that we got the seat back in. So now it is time to assemble the rest of the vehicle. So we are going to probably get the door on, get that adjusted, then we'll head to the fender, and then we will also head into the bumper area as well. We'll probably have to jack it up because we do have to get this wheel off in order to get the fender on and the bumper on. So we'll do that, but first let's get the door on and get that all adjusted. Hopefully I can do it by myself. Not certain I can, but we have a couple things to put back onto the door. We have to put the door handle back on. We have to kind of take some of the parts off that we put on for paint coverage. So we'll do that as well, and we'll just keep moving right along, guys. We are going to get this fully assembled today, and hopefully we will be able to maybe take it for a quick test drive again. Completely done, and just rip it. But that's in the future. So first, door. That's gonna do it for today's episode, guys. You saw that it was a bit of a stretch in order to get it all to work. We had to use bits and pieces from the new seat, the old seat, but all said and done, everything works, so we're really happy with that. So next episode is going to be the final assembly, so make sure you guys check that out. And hopefully, if you guys are new here, make sure you guys subscribe down below, like, comment, interact with me, learn alongside me. That's what we do here. We learn as we go here. So make sure you guys are following me over on all the socials, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Got a link right down below for all of those. And also make sure you guys have your post notifications on. That way you guys stay up to date on the build and everything else that goes on this channel. Hopefully you guys will be inspired by this. Just pick up a wrench, buy a car, do whatever you need to do. Just try to become a DIY salvage guy yourself.